Does this make sense? I mean, I might be way off, I don't know. If we paint that little bathroom ceiling black, like a flat black, will that now...
We are not painting the...
Shut up, man, I'm not even done. You don't even let me have... I'm trying to tell you something.
The ceiling black.
So this dad has an idea for how he'd like to remodel the bathroom, and before he can even get 2 sentences out, he's automatically shut down by his wife. And you can tell that this is old hat in this home by the way he responds. I don't like when couples tell each other to shut up, but you can tell that he is so sick of being treated this way. Like, every idea he has is harebrained, unreliable, moronic. Only her ideas are the good ideas. So I actually looked up what a black ceiling in a bathroom looks like. It's gorgeous. I mean, we personally painted our bathroom ceilings like a dark chocolate and contrasted with the olive green. I love the way that it looks. And maybe after he showed her some examples, she still wouldn't have liked it, but at least he would have felt heard and respected and not just shut down immediately like he's a toddler asking if he can eat nothing but marshmallows for dinner. Luckily, their son, who's recording, does try to help.
Tell you what, I'll paint my bathroom ceiling black. You can come over anytime you want to use my bathroom.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks, son.
But there's something vengeful about it. I think at moments I feel like there's something vengeful about the modern feminist movement, which is, let's get them, let's diminish them, let's take over, let's push them out, let's beat them up, let's show them who's, something really vengeful. So so for me, the feminist movement was meant to create balance. It wasn't meant to set into play this other kind of imbalance. And more than, I think 60% of universities are women now, as well as graduate schools. And so that means, and the studies show that men will marry at their educational level or below. Women will only marry at their educational level or above. And by diminishing men so much in terms of our education and professions, we've basically taken men's purpose away. They feel purposeless.
I think women use shaming tactics on men because, simply put, our ego can't handle their truth. That's it. Our ego can't handle what they're saying because how it impacts us either makes us less valuable in their eyes, and we don't want to accept that. What they're saying is offensive to us because we know that we're not that. So we find ways to poke holes in their thought processes so that we are somehow more attractive to them or more appealing to them, as if arguing someone's perspective is going to change it. Sometimes it does. But when we're talking about attraction, that goes much deeper. So I think, simply put, women shame men for their perspective simply because it does not work in their favor. And so therefore, we diminish, we disparage, and discredit.
A man who sets high standards is not a bad person, but women think he is. If a man wants a feminine woman, he's just insecure and can't handle a boss girl. Translation, this woman has lost touch with her femininity and is not what men look for in long-term partners. If a man wants a girl who does not hit the club, again, he's insecure. Translation, this woman wants the benefits of a faithful partner, but still wants to explore options and get free validation. Most men accepted the raw truth a long time ago, so instead of complaining, they work hard, become the men women want, hit the gym, study STEM degrees, work extra hours, etc. They know they have to qualify just so they can pick and choose, but then women complain when men have standards and dare to call them animalistic for that.
When you're saying, oh no, this is just in his nature, that is a man showing me he's weak. That is a man showing me he's not civilized. He cannot go beyond his animalistic nature.
I love how you demonize what men want. How about this? Get out of your animalistic nature and date short, broke, and incompetent men. For you to say, get out of your animalistic needs, that's an asinine concept because women aren't going to change their animalistic needs.
Y'all not going to stop being
They're not going to date shorter guys. They're not going to date broke guys. They're not going to date losers. They're going to want to date a guy who's superior. So why is it the female standard is never demonized, but the male standard is? They care about a woman's beauty, youth, and fertility. Is she in shape? Does she have a thin waist, nice wide hips, long hair, big ass, etc.? Men look for, again, replication value. Women look for survival value.
Clown world. Anyway, in today's video, guys, you'll learn why men are done with double standards regarding men and women's preferences, why men's standards are always demonized, and what women really mean when they tell men to drop their instincts. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Tom Lucas. He said, "I'd rather have a woman with no body count and learn together." Also, the fact that she won't be thinking about a past hookup is an absolute huge plus. There's a huge percent of people that cheat on their spouse that have had premarital sex. This is a fact. And that is something any sensible man can agree with. So thank you, and please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video.
Embrace your masculinity.
As Kevin Samuels said, accountability is a woman's kryptonite. While she can hit the club and hang out with her single female friends, a man is demonized for calling that out. A man does not want more complexity in his life, therefore a woman who has to be educated to be loyal and modest is just not a good catch. If a man has to be so tolerant with a woman's past or present, why can't a woman be the same with a man's? Let me explain. If a woman is willing to drop her nature and be more tolerant and all that corny stuff, well, she could go ahead, date a homeless man and turn him into a rich guy. But guess what? That's never gonna happen. Women hang out at the finish line and pick the winners, Rich Cooper. Likewise, men work their asses off and decide what women will have a relationship with them.
Be a boss babe, be an alpha female, and then yet you get to 30 years old and suddenly guys aren't as forthcoming, at least in the long term. They want to have sex with you for sure, but they don't want to get involved with a woman who has all this status and all of this money, and it's not because they have little dick energy, and it's not because they have fragile egos, it's because women don't see them as a viable candidate for a long-term relationship.
And I tell girls all the time on the podcast, so you think it's attractive for you to be a boss babe, blah, blah. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, you know what? How about this? How about on Saturday nights, I wear heels and I wear a dress. Would you go out with me? Ew. No, fantastic. That's exactly how men feel when you talk about you being a boss babe and competitive. Oh my God, no, it's not. It is the same because a masculine woman is just like a feminine man. But here's the craziness. Women expect you to be masculine and they can pick and choose when they want to be feminine and you're supposed to accept them no matter what. But if I act feminine, maybe on a Saturday, they would never accept me. So what men want is considered discrimination. What women want is considered standard.
Simple as that. It'd be fair to say that a woman's and man's standards are just a preference, but these women think they can ask for everything, and men should not be allowed to ask for just some simple things. A woman's empathy is really limited because she will hardly understand their male struggle, unless she's Nora Vincent, in which case she'd probably end her own life. Anyway, men's lives are complex, and after hustling, the last thing a man wants is an obnoxious woman. Sorry, not sorry. Just a preference, nothing personal. It's funny to hear society's puppets say that the world should be a more inclusive place, and yeah, it sounds good, but these people want inclusivity as long as your manly preferences align with their agenda. An agenda that does not take your interests into account, by the way. A man is criminalized just for having a preference, even if he does not hurt anyone's rights. A man who wants fit, feminine, and friendly women has a bunch of insecurities, but when a woman wants a high-value man who earns over 6 figures, she's just a woman trying to secure her future. The good thing about this whole situation is that finally, men are waking up and standing up for what they want. When you can own the bakery, settling for breadcrumbs is a huge mistake.
Notice how this young lady attempts to control the answers of these gentlemen while explaining her dating strategy.
What is it that men value in a woman? Clearly, it's very different. My thought process is, don't you want to be with a woman that is worldly, educated, well-traveled, could bring something to the table, rather than somebody that has absolutely no idea about anything in life and really can't contribute anything outside of just being a woman?
Being well-traveled is a giant red flag for most men, because If I look at a woman's Instagram page and I see pictures of her on a private jet, on a yacht, in multiple different fancy locations, my immediate assumption is this woman is a hoe.
I've assumed that the women that are traveling everywhere are going and living a luxurious lifestyle. They could
I'm
have
assuming
been
that
backpacking all over Europe.
is clearly a woman who's been flown out by a man.
Yeah, that's
Clearly.
very different.
And because it's different cities, probably different men.
Exactly.
But he's,
So
he's trying to tell you what he wants, and you're trying to tell him that's not. Most girls that travel around from city to city, they're sleeping around. So it's like if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, how is he supposed to know that it's not a duck, especially when women lie?
Like, how can you say women are privileged because they get these opportunities, but then judge them for acting on that privilege?
Well, privilege is invisible to those that have it, and no one respects anything that is easy. So if a girl decides to monetize her, put herself in a certain light, well, there comes with consequences typically. And when you objectify yourself as a woman, men in return objectify you. That's how the world works.
But let's say he's Justin Bieber and he sleeps with many women. That's easy for him. Then
Really?
why not devalue him?
What did Justin Bieber have to do to become Justin Bieber?
Exactly. It wasn't easy. He was in Canada, struggle,
But
auditions.
he didn't have to utilize game or charisma.
But he had to become a Grammy Award-winning, nationally known singer that is toward the world international superstar.
The process doesn't matter. The point is
The
right
process
now.
absolutely matters. Men have to create a change in the world and create value to others. That's how they get status. You get status, women are a byproduct. Women, however, don't have to have any status, no success, and can get a man that does have status. That is why men that can get women are respected, and women that have a lot of dudes are not. We don't play by the same set of rules. It's very difficult for a man to be attractive. Most guys are invisible to women.
As Myron said, men and women don't play under the same set of rules. If women accepted this, there would be no confusion, no arguments, and no stupidity around this subject. Men have built the world, and if they don't build something, women just discard them and go for men who do make a change in the world. A man's purpose must be to build something, and only then he'll qualify to get women. These 304s expect this caliber of men to be more open-minded and tolerant of a woman's inadequacies, such as masculine traits, high body counts, and lack of listening skills. When men are told to drop their instinctual desires, it's just a coping mechanism. Men are still expected to be masculine all the time, but society accepts women who pick and choose when to be feminine. But guess what? Men want women who are feminine 24/7. Equal rights, equal lefts. Men are encouraged to dump their preconceived notions, but that's nothing but another coping mechanism for women. For example, if a woman has a high body count and a man does not wife her up because of that, he's just insecure about his performance in bed and can't please her. But what about her lack of pair bonding skills? And what about the potential contact list she's got on her phone? Just saying. All in all, in today's video we've examined the issue of double standards surrounding male and female preferences. The demonization of male standards will never go away, especially in the era of female liberation. Cardi B, Anita, and a bunch of female artists that promote the boss babe narrative and encourage women to become hoes and not wives. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.